Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we break down the complex world of business with a smirky wink. Today we're diving into a filing that is all about a company making a big move, a kind of corporate identity switcheroo. It is like a company changing its name, but way more involved. If you appreciate getting straight insights from corporate documents, make sure you're subscribed. We also have a Discord community linked in the description below for even more in-depth discussions. So imagine a company deciding to move its headquarters, not just to another city, but to another country, all while keeping its operations pretty much the same. That's essentially what CBAK Energy Technology Inc. is doing. They're planning a big merger that is more of a redomicile, moving their official home base from Nevada in the United States to the Cayman Islands. This is all laid out in a Form 8K, which is a report companies file to announce major events that shareholders should know about. The company we're looking at is CBAK Energy Technology Incorporated. Interestingly, their common stock is traded on the Nasdaq, which is a major stock exchange. So this move has implications for how and where their stock is handled. This filing tells us about a significant agreement they entered into on the 23rd of September 2025. It's called an Agreement and Plan of Merger. The core of this deal is that CBAK Energy Technology Inc., the US-based company, will merge with a subsidiary they have in the Cayman Islands called CBAK Energy Technology Limited. This Cayman subsidiary will be the one that survives the merger, meaning it will essentially become the new parent company. Think of it as the company itself moving its legal address. What does this mean for shareholders? Well, it sounds pretty straightforward here. For every share of common stock you own in the US company, right before this merger happens, you'll get one ordinary share in the new Cayman company. It's a one-for-one swap. This means the value and number of your shares are intended to stay the same, just the legal issuer changes. And importantly, the filing states that the company's assets and debts, its entire financial picture, will remain exactly the same. They are not selling off parts of the business or taking on new debt as part of this redomicile itself. For employees who have stock options or restricted stock units, those will also convert over, typically on a one-for-one basis, to be based on the shares of the new Cayman company. The terms and conditions are meant to stay identical. Now, this is a done deal yet. There are a few big hurdles. First, the company's shareholders have to vote and approve this merger. Second, they need to get the necessary government approvals, including making sure a registration statement on Form F-4 filed by the new Cayman company becomes effective with the CC. This form essentially registers the new shares that will be issued. To get shareholder approval, they need a majority of the outstanding shares to be in favor. The company's board of directors, as you'd expect, believes this move is a good idea and is in the best interest of everyone involved. However, Teresa Little Kicker, the board can actually change its mind and pull out of this deal at any point, even after shareholders vote yes. This gives them flexibility, but it also means the deal isn't absolutely guaranteed until it is fully completed. The leadership team, the directors and officers, are expected to transition over to the new Cayman company as well, likely taking on the same roles. They're aiming to get this all wrapped up by the end of 2025, assuming all those approvals and conditions are met. For those who want to dig even deeper, they filed a registration statement, Form F-4, which contains a lot more details about this merger and the shares being issued. They also include a standard disclaimer that this announcement isn't trying to sell you anything or get you to vote in a specific way, but it does urge stockholders to read all the documents related to the merger. The actual merger agreement itself is included as an exhibit attached to this filing. That is the detailed contract laying out all the terms. And finally, there is a file for interactive data, which helps people analyze the information more easily. The report is signed off by Jiwei Li, the Chief Financial Officer, confirming the company's official acceptance of this information. So, what is our take on this? Companies often redomicile to jurisdictions like the Cayman Islands for tax advantages or to simplify corporate structure. From this filing, it seems like CBAK Energy Technology is focused on streamlining its structure, making it a single entity under Cayman Islands law. The one-for-one share swap is a good sign for existing shareholders, as it suggests no dilution or fundamental change in ownership stake is intended with this move. The main risk here is the potential for delays in getting those regulatory approvals or unexpected objections from shareholders, which could push back the timeline or even derail the plan. It is a strategic move that, on the surface, appears designed to create a more globally aligned corporate entity without disrupting the underlying business operations or shareholder value. We'll be keeping an eye on whether this redomicile leads to any future shifts in strategy or financial performance. Alright, that is our breakdown of CBAK Energy Technology's latest filing. What is your take on these numbers and what they signal for the company's future? Do you think moving to the Cayman Islands is a smart move? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives like this. Don't forget to check out our Discord in the description for even more discussions and insights. Thanks for watching. See you next time.